And thanks so much for joining us. Now it's time for us to look at what Nigerians are saying, what you are saying on the social media space, netizens as they are called. Let's start off first with the Vice President, President Kashim Shettima. Yes, that's the Vice President's name. Now, speaking at the 29th pre-Ramadan lecture in Lagos, organized by the University of Lagos Muslim alumni, he appealed to Nigerians to responsibly protest. Yes, the current economic challenges, that's what he said. Now, he was represented by Special Advisor on Political Matters, Dr. Hakeem Baba Ahmed, acknowledged the difficulties, by the way, tied to the economic policies, and then heightened the anticipated hardships which you and I are going through. Well, during the lecture, he emphasized that the reforms aim to fix the nation without intending to indeed punish citizens. And that's exactly what he said. But then again, let's take a look and see how Nigerians reacted to that statement where he said, if you must protest, do it responsibly and maturely. Our very first reaction comes from Naxa. He says, so you are literally telling us to protest. There's no change from you leaders, question mark. There's no need to protest since you are aware of it and why we do it. I don't know if anyone gets my point. That's what he says. So indirectly saying Shettima's speech is encouraging Nigerians to go ahead and protest, but do it responsibly, okay? Another one, this one is from Justin Eremu. Justin says, your policies are responsible. Protest is a product of your bad policies. Do you agree with that? Well, don't forget, it's not my view, it's the view of Nigerians on the social media space. Let's take another one quickly. Hardship and hunger, no send responsibility. Oh. Hardship and hunger, no send. Oh. That's from Abu_Zakwa, and that's exactly what he's saying. Let's take one more very quickly. Did you revolve subsidy in a friendly manner? Okay, he was trying to say, did you involve subsidy in a friendly manner? He now went ahead to say, what a country, okay? That's what we see there. But then again, let me quickly share this, that these tweets, most importantly, are taken from different social media spaces, seeing how Nigerians are reacting to a particular story. But then again, what's your thought on this? Do you think that statement was indeed one that would encourage Nigerians to actually sit back and not protest, or would it encourage them to go ahead and protest? Yes, think about that and let us know what your thoughts are. But then again, let's go to a very big one. This one, I can tell you, will get you thinking very deeply. The Minister of Power, oh yes, the Minister of Power himself, I'm talking about the Minister of Power, has come under netizens' fire for using a power bank while attending an event. An eagle eye spotted the minister's hands and highlighted the image, and that's exactly what we are going to see. Now, why is this news? Well, Nigerians took to social media to express their worries over the fact that if a minister who is supposed to ensure there is power was seen carrying a power bank to charge his phone, then all should know what to expect. All right? We're going to take a look at that picture and see, was he really carrying a power bank? That's the question. So we'll have that picture up on the screen, and then we'll take a look. Okay, I can see the first image there. Doesn't really look like a power bank, but let's zoom in closer. Let's zoom in closer and see what we have on this image very quickly and see if it truly is a power bank. Not too bad. Maybe a little bit closer again. Okay, there it is. It's power bank. Power bank. Okay, the minister, power bank. Okay, let's see how Nigerians are reacting to this power bank situation. It's a power comment. So let's go. I show 027 says, there is no light at the end of its tunnel. I don't understand what you mean by that, but that's what Nigerians are saying. Let's take a look at another one very quickly. It says, when NEPA office, they use Gen. This one's small now. And I'm sure you recall the story of the NEPA office that they had their power cut off because they were using, they didn't pay and all that, stories here and there, and then using generator issues. Now, who be me when no go carry my power bank with pride? Nigerians, let's take one one more comment and see. And this one says, like no show for Minister of Power. I don't know what to say to these reactions, but these are the stories. These are how Nigerians are indeed taking it. And finally, Nigeria needs a backup country. This one can shut down anytime. I don't agree with you. Please take note. The views we read here are views expressed by netizens, Nigerians who are on social media, and their reactions to the stories. Another one says, the power. The power is in his hands. And that's exactly what we saw. Maybe we'll have to, have that clip on the screen one more time. And there you see, that's the hand, and that's the Minister of Power right there, holding tightly to what we just saw. Very interesting story. Olive, let me bring you in very quickly. Your reactions to these stories, starting off with that first on the Minister of Power.
Well, I would say that
there's power in his hands.
All power belongs to God, so he hasn't been able to access that power yet. That's why he's just a fraction of it. So people, please be calm with our minister. It's very interesting there to see what's happening. I mean, I just think Nigerians are catching, like we call it on social media, catching cruise. I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with him carrying a power bank. He's going to be out all day for crying out loud. That is not to say he should not come under fire for the bad state of our electricity and the fact that, a number of us are using our salaries to buy fuel. That's not to say that he shouldn't come under fire, but I don't see anything wrong in him carrying a power bank. But there was one tweet by Prince Clever who said, who be me not to carry my power bank with pride? Do you know why he put out that tweet? Because there was a time when some young lady went on social media and talked about men she could never be with or men not to date, and she categorized men who carry power banks as one of those kind of men. So if the Minister of Power can go around with a power bank, who be me not to go around with a power bank. But I'd like us to go back to the Kashim Shettima story.
Oh, yes.
And I think that it's very important that our leaders and those at the helm of affairs understand the very immense power that they wield and how every statement carries so much power. Now, if you remember
carries so much power, but not power bank.
Yeah, no, not power bank. Nice one. If you remember the unfortunate incidents of the bombing that killed over 100 Nigerian citizens in Tudumbiri local government area, one of the things he said then was, that there's no need. In fact, I don't want to misquote him, but it was something in the line of no gain in dwelling too much on this incident that had happened. And many Nigerians felt like that was very insensitive. He went further to say, I'm here because the president is deeply concerned. He was deeply touched by what happened. So I think that what can help is that they should really pre-plan their speeches, have someone write their speeches and stick to it. Because just one line, right now it's such a sensitive time.
Just one.
One line can be misinterpreted. It might not have been your intention, but when you say it out, you can take it back. Words are like bullets. Once they go out, they can't come back. The effect is then felt. So I think that it's important that the vice president be careful with the choice of words he uses, because right now, Nigerians are really unhappy. So everything and anything would really rub us up the wrong way.
I agree with you. And one of the things that we've seen most recently is that some of these speeches that have these strong statements are usually, well, out of 5, maybe 2 or 3 are communicated through by the advisors. They say, oh, okay, I'm here represented and so on and so forth. And the questions a lot of Nigerians asked, aside from the tweets that we took, was someone had asked, do they go through these speeches before they come out to give it?
I don't think
because one of the things that's why it's advisable you get a professional communicator. You get a professional public relations expert. Put it together, mop it all together. A professional, an expert. They have to ensure that you have to read the signs, read the times that we live in. Statements, you just need to be careful.
I mean, they can't, to be honest, they may not have the time to go through all the scripts, but when you've written out the script,
Olive, we have the SSA, SSS.
So it's the people in his media team that should be held responsible when a speech that does not go down well with the people is being released, because you are there in trust. You're there to protect the president or the vice president's utterances, to be sure that they are in line with what the Nigerian people would want to hear, in line with what he would want to say. So Although, to be fair, some of them might be the president or the vice president telling them, include that one in the speech when we're blaming the media team.
But then again, that's why we're talking about it.
Absolutely. I think the summary of it for me is if you're a leader, you're the helm of affairs, be careful. Your words are very powerful. Right. And Nigeria is in such a sensitive place. We're in such sensitive times right now. So you might want to double check, and where possible, please always read your scripts before coming out.
Very key.